Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and I'm a senior elementary education major in Texas. It is Tuesday, December 1st, and I have decided to start a vlog late in the week because it is 12:57 at night. I meant to vlog yesterday and I just left my iPod in the car and didn't feel like going to get it after I got off work. So that didn't happen. But I'll give you a little recap. I don't know if I talked about this. I'm going to talk about it again. I got a real job in education. My first one. I'm working for the district that I grew up in and the one I want to go teach in. So, like, the biggest reason I took this job was to try to, like, get my foot in the door in the district so that, like, when I do apply for a teaching position, I can say that I've worked at the district before and I have, like, connections in the wrong places. So, like, I'm forming a connection with the high school teachers, but I'm going to be elementary, so it's like, but yeah, I'm a tutor for a program called AVID. It's a college prep elective class. I was in it for 5 years, in 8th grade and then all of high school. I really liked it. I just was blessed with great teachers and I met a lot of friends in there. So yeah, I really liked AVID, and I mean it was $12 an hour for virtual tutoring. And literally I just sit in on their tutorials and I basically chaperone them, making sure they're doing everything they're doing, and I kind of like facilitate the group. So I like either ask who wants to go, and usually no one wants to go because high schoolers. So I choose who goes, and then I try to get them going, like, can anyone help them with this problem if they can? And I usually can't help them because I'm always put in like math groups. Like, today I was put in a calc group, and I'm not talking just calculus, I'm talking like BC calculus, like the hard calculus. I didn't even touch pre-cal in high school. I took statistics so that I would not have to take pre-cal. I know nothing about calculus at all. So that was fun today. But yeah, and then so yesterday I did, so this is my second and last week. We got started kind of late, but it's fine. I just kind of fit it in between my classes. So, I go from this time to this time, and then I take a break for class, and then I go back, and things like that. So it fits in pretty well. It makes my day kind of busy because I'm doing a bunch of other things. And then I also have to grade the forms they have to fill out. So that's an extra task added on to me that takes time. But yeah, so I work Monday through Thursday. They don't have them on Fridays. And so so there's 4 high schools in the district. I work at 2 of them on Monday, Tuesday, and then 2 of them on Thursday, Friday. Because it's virtual, they are pairing up. So, yeah. So a lot of times it's a combination class of like 2 of the high schools. So, but yeah, yesterday I went to work. My manager scheduled me outside my availability. I can start at 5. They scheduled me at 4:30. And so I told my manager a week prior, like the one that I was actually closing, not the one that scheduled me, that I was going to be late. And then I texted her on my way there. I'm like, just remind you, I'm going to be late. And I was like 2 minutes late, but it's fine. It dropped 1,000,000 degrees here. And by 1,000,000, I mean 40. It's at nighttime, like in the mornings, it sits right around 40 degrees, and then it gets up to like 60 during the day. So that's why I'm in a jacket and I'm in fuzzy pants, and I've got fuzzy socks on the floor, and my air conditioner's off. My heater's not even on. It's just off completely, the whole system. So yeah. This is gonna be really long just because I'm catching up on everything. But so because of that, when I got in my car yesterday morning, tire pressure light came on again. It happened last time it got cold, and I'm like, wonderful. Last time I tried to do my own tires, didn't work. So luckily, I'm going home on Wednesday, so tomorrow. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna let the men deal with that because I'm gonna either ask my dad or ask my mechanic boyfriend. That's where I'm at. um, so yeah, I saw that. And then when I got in my car after school, check engine light was on. I'm like, cute. And so before I left for work, I was like, let me just like check the tires to make sure they're not like actually flat and it's just like the cold knocking the pressure around a little bit. There's a nail in one of my tires. So that's fun. We the tire shop we get them from will patch it for free, but I mean that means it has to be able to be patched. And my dad said it may not be able to. We may have to buy new tires. So that's fun. That's what I deal with yesterday. But yeah, I was like, there's a nail in my tire, but I'm gonna be late to work, so that's not a right now problem. That's a Wednesday problem. Leave it to the men. I'm also getting my oil change this week, so a lot happening with my car because I'm way overdue for an oil change. Yeah, because I think like over a month overdue. But oh well. Yeah, so that was my day yesterday, and then today I have to wake up at like 7:30 because I have to be on the computer at 9. And I figured out that my internet does not like Zoom. Figured that out really early. But with this job, it really does not like Zoom. So I take my little butt to school, and I sit there all day and do work. So I get to do that tomorrow. Thursday, I'm working from home. So that's gonna be fun. It's being around like actual people who want to talk to me, aka my parents. Also, I'm like literally about to get into bed. Like I just had my light off and like I started playing my show to go to bed. I was like, I never started the vlog tonight. I need to do that real quick. Real quick, 7.5 minutes later. So today was pretty chill. I had to stay a little bit after just because I wanted to get caught up on grading. I almost did. There was one girl that I had that did not turn in her form. So I'm gonna have to grade that tomorrow, assuming that she turned it in. Which she's the only one that participated. So I was kind of hoping that she would turn it in so that I can actually give someone participation points, because participation is 12 points out of 50. So it's kind of important. Like I've graded a lot of kids where they will get perfect scores on every criteria except for participation. They will get a 0, and it knocks them to a 76. Most of the day was pretty eventful until I left school. First of the month, so my rent is due. My dad gave me a check before I left, so I went to my apartment office, filled out the check, turned it in for the rent money, and then I was gonna go to Walmart because I really wanted hot chocolate. And while I was there, I decided to pick up some like water flavor packets just because I have been out of those. And I forget them every time I go to the store. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get them now that I'm thinking of them and they're cheap, so whatever. And so on the way to Walmart, I called my dad and I'm like, hey, because he is the third person on our lease, just because it's me and my roommate who don't have real adult lives. So we needed a co-signer who does. So he's technically on the lease. And so I'm like, hey, can you log into the resident portal and make sure that I only owe rent and not extra things that they charged us for last month? Because water, pest, and something else is not included in our rent. So we pay our own internet, of course. We pay our own electricity, and then we pay rent. And then they're tacking on like water and pest control and something else that I really can't remember. But it's the cheapest out of all of it. And so they started charging us last month for August. And so I'm like, can you check that? Because I'm gonna have to get a money order because they charge so much money for a processing fee to pay it online, which is terrible because I just want to pay online. I paid my half of the rent once, which was like, I think over $600. They charged me like $18 fee to pay online. And I did it just because like I needed to. It was my only option. But yikes. So I tried to avoid paying online at all costs. And my dad was like, "Yep, there it is." And it ended up being like $81 because 50 of that was water. I just because I wanted to get it done, I was like, I'm just gonna get a money order for $81 and then have my roommate pay me back $40 or whatever it came out to. I like sent her the amount that it actually came out to. So I bought my stuff and then I went to the customer service line, which was wrapped around Walmart. So that was fun. And I mean, around Walmart, I mean it was out of the little like area that it's in, the little cave, and then like down to the front doors. So waited in a 15-minute line. Mind you, by the time I get the money order, it's 5:30. My apartment closes at, like the office closes at 6, and I'm like, well. And then while I'm up there, like she's having troubles with the computer, so it takes me 5 minutes just to get the money order. And I'm like, just wanna go. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm low on gas, so I might as well just get gas here instead of worrying about it tomorrow before I leave or before I leave for work or school or whatever. So, got gas, got to the apartment office, and I was like, don't look at me, look to the manager because I'd already been in there. And of course she saw me, but she said the same thing she did last time. She's like, is your apartment number on it? I'm like, of course it is. Yes. So, dropped that in. Went into the complex and then parked. I also got the mail, and so I just had a big armful of junk mail, and I slung my backpack on my shoulder, and as I turned, I had a Mountain Dew bottle in the side pocket, and it got ripped out by the door. On the ground, rolled underneath the huge truck next to me, and I'm like, I sat there for a second and contemplated leaving it there, but it was half full, so I was like, I need that back. So I put all my stuff down and I looked around my car and finally found a really long umbrella in the back. Used that to knock it out and then went upstairs, and then I still had to make dinner and do laundry and take a shower and do everything. And so that's why I just finished laundry at 1 a.m. Yeah, so that was my day. Yeah, so I just thought I'd try to document me having this job since I didn't document it last week. Also, Friday, I'm going to like a drive-through light thing. Usually, it's a walkthrough. But because of Miss Rona, it's now a drive-through. And my boyfriend's like second mom, his best friend's mom, bought tickets and was like, hey, we're going this day. And I'm like, well, let's hope I get the day off, and I did. So we're going on Friday. So that's gonna be fun because I love Christmas. And I work on Saturday, and then I have to come back and like help my boyfriend decorate his mom's tree for her birthday. So that's gonna be fun. Hopefully I don't work Sunday, but I know I will since I don't work Friday. Yeah, so I'm also going to an indoor water park for Christmas, the 22nd through the 24th. So that's also going to be exciting because it just opened and I am so excited. I've been wanting to go and I don't have to pay for it because my boyfriend's mom's boyfriend is paying for it. So it's expensive. But yeah. I think I'm gonna end it here just before I ramble for another 15 minutes. And I will hopefully try to catch up with you tomorrow. Not so great at vlogging, but I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Alright, can I get you guys to turn your cameras, please? everyone please turn on their cameras?
So hello, I'm real bad at this vlogging stuff this week. It is now Thursday at like 5 o'clock. Yikes. Yesterday I went to school super early, and just started work at about 9:45, and I ended at about 12:50. Yes. I took a break for my physics class. And I had 3 classes, which was the first time since a while, because we haven't had my education class that's at 1 o'clock for a while. My classes are now officially all online, so I just sat in there and jumped on Zoom on and off. And then my roommate ended up getting dropped off to go to class in person on Wednesday, so I had to drive her home before I could leave. So I had to wait an extra 20 minutes, but it's fine. I got some homework done, so it's no big deal. And I got back home anyway. So pretty much as soon as I got home yesterday, I went over to my boyfriend's and I stayed the night. Just so my dad wouldn't have to wake me up. Kind of have my alarm clock with me, obviously, because there's no point. Mainly because my alarm clock is broken, so it's really hard to reset the time, and obviously every time you unplug it, time resets. So I try not to move it as much as I can. So I went, and I didn't really get to do anything school related once I got home yesterday, because my boyfriend's like, I want to watch a movie, and then it was time for bed. So, but I woke up at 6:50 and left at 7:10, went home, got some Chick-fil-A breakfast, and then I just kind of sat around until it was time to go to work, and no one popped on at 9 a.m. I'm like, cool. So I just waited till 9:45 and someone finally started the meeting. I'm like, cool. And I had a rough tutorial group. So one person was trying to finish something, and then one person already knew her question, the answer. So there wasn't a lot I could do. And then I think class ended, and I was supposed to get back on 11:10, but I guess I was following the wrong schedule, so I didn't end up being back on till 12:10. But it's fine. And then I had another rough group. One girl didn't fill out her form. One girl was filling out her form during the group and didn't finish filling it out until the end of the group time. And then one girl already knew the answer to her question. So that was that. All that happened. And so I had to stay after that class to talk with the teacher, because I was like, I don't know how to grade these girls. Should I be really harsh? I know one girl is brand new to Avid, so I'm like, am I still giving her a grace period? Because I had to give her a grace period last time. So, am I giving her some grace this time? So I had to discuss that with her, and I was 4 minutes late to my math test, but it's fine. I failed the math test. It's also fine. I got the same grade I always get. I get somewhere in the 60s, so at least I'm consistent. Took me about 30 minutes to take that test, and then I got off, and then I've been really obsessed with Masked Singer lately, and I'm already caught up on season 4. I don't even know when they show new episodes, but I'm sure a new episode's coming out either today or tomorrow. So I've been watching season 1 until the new season 4 episode comes out, and I'm almost done with season 1. I am on the season finale, and I started season 1, I think, Monday. So I've been doing nothing but watching Masked Singer. It's terrible. It's horrible. And then I went to go take my car to Discount Tire so that I could get the nail repaired. Luckily, they were able to repair it, so I did not have to get a new tire, which was great, because that's great for my wallet. But I found that it's only $300 to get 4 new tires, so that's not a lot. Considering my boyfriend had to pay $1,000 for his tires. So, small car perks. I got to drive the minivan, which I never get to drive. I had to repark it, and I'm like, how did I drive this all the way, an hour and a half away down the highway? Yikes. Yeah, I drove that. around town, so that was fun just to drive a new car or a different car. And then I went back home and I watched some more Masked Singer until my car was ready to be picked up, and now I'm at my boyfriend's house. And I'm making him wait. My car's off. I don't know why. I just looked at what time it was. I am going to talk to you guys later. I'll definitely record us going through the Christmas lights on Friday. Just to get a little holiday vlog in here. So it's been cold lately, so I spend most of my nights. I'm in my Baby Yoda slippers and some fuzzy socks. And I'm watching The Masked Singer. I'm catching up on the new episode, and I'm on my computer. So, yeah. So I usually sit out here in the living room. Down the hall, my boyfriend and his roommate are, you can probably hear them. They are in the computer room playing games. So that's how most of my nights go. Alright, I'm locked out of the car. So I'm starting to vlog. I don't know how well you can hear me. I have to watch back this clip. But good morning. It is Friday, December 4th. And I'm getting my oil changed. I just came here with my dad and he's gonna drive me home, and I'm not gonna pick up my car till like 1 o'clock or so. But anyway, he's coming, so I gotta go. So I just rewatched the clips that I did on Thursday, and I don't think there was really much else on Thursday to really talk about. Didn't get much homework done at all. Friday, didn't really get much done at all. I didn't work on Friday. They don't have tutorials on Friday. So I meant to clock in and do some grading, and I haven't done that, and I still haven't done it, but that will come. Friday I went to that like drive-through light thing, which you saw those clips. I tried to get as much as I could. My boyfriend and his roommate were looking at me weird because they're like, "Are you just taking videos?" And I'm like, "Yes." And like I can easily explain it to my boyfriend because he knows about this, but I didn't want to explain it to his roommate in front, because I'm pretty sure his roommate knows, because I'm pretty sure he's seen me editing, but I don't think I've ever really told him about it. And then his parents were also in the car, so I didn't want to like have her stumble across these videos. I really need to get back in the groove of editing, but I just, right now I'm currently procrastinating an essay that's due tomorrow and my math homework that's due tonight. So I got just super frustrated in my math homework, so I just stopped and took a break, which has now been, maybe an hour. But yeah, so this was basically just me signing off because I'm pretty sure I updated you on everything. So subscribe if you want to see more vlogs. I promise, if this is the first one you're seeing, they're a lot more put together and updated than this one. And this one was a little sparse and weird. Like I've been saying in my videos, student teaching vlogs are coming up, so keep an eye out for those. Go ahead and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos that I put out. Go ahead and give this video a like if you like my vlogs. Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you in the next video.